Hello, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever we find you in the world. Welcome to our Hypertech business presentation. We're going to show you how you can be rewarded daily with one of the world's most comprehensive digital finance ecosystems. We have always strove to be one of the most compliant companies globally in the world, but we're moving into an even stronger phase of compliance now. So I'm going to read a fairly extensive disclaimer, and there will be another one before the end of the presentation, because we strive to get across and put forth the message of what exactly we are, which is a rewarded community, a rewards club, a very vibrant and dynamic community getting rewarded every day with the units inside our reward system. And what we are not, which is an investment or anything to do with investment terminology. I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't give investment advice. So please be aware, we're not asking you to make any investment into anything that we're presenting here tonight. This is a rewards club. There's a membership on offer if you wish to purchase it. And that's what this very extensive disclaimer is about to tell you. The information here is provided to you in general terms without taking notice of your specific personal and financial situation. Under no circumstances should this presentation be considered any type of solicitation, investment, legal, or financial advice. In describing the various parts of the hypergroup, past performance cannot and does not guarantee future results and is for informational purposes only. Purchasing a Hyperfund membership gives you access to benefits such as education, advance or discounted access to new products or services within various parts of the hypergroup, and access to the daily rewards program of Hyperfund as provided to all Hyperfund members. A membership purchase involves an exchange of the cryptocurrency USDT, known as Tether, for Hyperfund's unit of account called HU, the Hyper unit, or sometimes called Hyperfund unit, and is not an investment. Each membership carries a specific benefit and specific time frame, and it expires as specified. An account can be extended through purchase of one or more additional memberships if you wish. The Hyperfund membership is on a best effort basis, and like any project, there's a risk of loss of all funds and rewards. The world of cryptocurrencies is highly volatile, can involve risk of loss, and may not be suitable for all persons. Risks include, but are not limited to, market risks, system risks, cybersecurity, transaction processing risks, regulatory risks, trading risks, risks or mistakes made by yourself, business failure, and others. Opinions, market data, and recommendations are subject to change without notice. Past results, once again, not indicative nor a guarantee of future performance. Hyperfund seeks to mitigate risk by exclusively accepting USDT Tether as payment for membership. USDT, or Tether, is considered a stable coin and historically has not been subject to the market volatility found with other cryptocurrencies. We do not purport Hyperfund membership to be a get-rich-quick scheme. There is no recommendation in this presentation to purchase any membership, product, or service. You make your own decisions based on your due diligence, and we recommend you seek the advice of a suitably qualified professional before deciding if you're unsure. Your continued attendance at the meeting and of the meeting beyond this point indicates your acceptance of the above terms. That's the first of two disclaimers we read because we want to protect the wonderful opportunity we have here. And now we'll try and tell you and put forth the information as to why we joined this community and why many people consider Hypertech's membership program as a vehicle to be rewarded into the future. It's one of the world's largest blockchain alliances. Our owners and founders do the investing. We are not asking you to invest, but they have 7 years of successful investment in great blockchain projects and large crypto mining assets, including Bitcoin. They are leaders in the decentralized finance arena, and experts are predicting not billions, but trillions of dollars will move into quality DeFi projects in the next decade, creating large potential opportunities. Hypertech have simplified DeFi, an ecosystem, a suite of business applications, allowing us to benefit from all of this through education, through rewards, and through new potential opportunities. And the barrier to entry is very, very low. It's 300 USDT. Once again, USDT is Tether. It's tied to the value of the fiat paper dollar, US dollar. You can become a member for as low as 300 USDT. This will become Hyperfund units once you are inside the system. And with this membership, you can leverage the Alliance's strength and expertise. And the ambition of this presentation is to, in great detail, give you the main feature and benefit, and that is to generate daily rewards on your membership. You may be conditioned to say, well, I've got a membership of a golf club and I've got a membership of a sailing club. I get features and benefits, but I don't get daily rewards for being a member. That's the big difference here. And that's the big difference between the legacy world we have been conditioned to expect so little from as regards rewards and the blockchain world, where rewards can be potentially very enjoyable. So who's behind this multifaceted operation, this huge and growing and vibrant community? It's principally one man, Zhu Jingzhu, born in Shanghai, known by his English name as Ryan Zhu, a large crypto mining investor. He's invested right across this space, which we'll detail, an angel investor in 12 of the top 20 digital currencies, and an early founder investor in exchanges like Binance and ZB.com. He's a major shareholder of several publicly listed companies and indeed has bought companies outright, as you will be able to peruse in our due diligence document. He's ably assisted by Australian citizen Sam Lee, our chairman, a very successful blockchain early adopter and investor in this space too. He's spoken and is in demand across all news channels around the world, but has spoken at the very high level of the United Nations on blockchain, and of course has been interviewed on many news platforms. These two are so widely recognized and respected in the blockchain genre and discipline that when Amazon Prime Video did a documentary, they concentrated on the players in their last episode. And they spoke to a handful of people, but principally to Ryan Zhu. And they concentrated on his putting his entire life's net worth and earnings on the line in early 2014 when Bitcoin was failing. He stood there to save the failing protocol called Bitcoin, and by extension has, I suppose, been responsible for the burgeoning digital currency market we see today, worth in excess of $2 trillion now in its total market capitalization. For this reason, for his bravery, and because he stood almost alone and was the principal savior of Bitcoin, he has been termed the king of cryptocurrency. He also has a nickname, the Martian, because it's as if he came down from Mars with the innate knowledge of blockchain and its potential for the betterment of mankind. So notionally, how would you like to work with and stand side by side and shoulder to shoulder with Sam Lee and with the king of cryptocurrency? Together, they've launched several blockchain investment companies. 7 years ago, they both launched Blockchain Global. 6 years ago, Ryan Zhu launched Collinstar Capital. He used this as a vehicle for a $100 million purchase of the BI Wang Group. And with several hundreds of millions of dollars in strategic blockchain investments, Ryan and Sam have equity in some of the industry's biggest projects and companies. You'll see some of them there. Binance, Ryan Zhu retains over 3% of that through Collinstar Capital. Huobi, Tron, and NEM, equity and technology partners there. The BI Wang Group, you'll see on the top left, BW. That's the new styling of the BI Wang Group, owned outright by Ryan Zhu through Collinstar Capital. Who, VE Chain, Qtum, Salt, Humanic, OKEX, some of the biggest names in the blockchain and exchange space, as well as launching their own digital currencies, HYPERVERSE, Hcash, and Molecular Future. That's a very interesting digital currency at the moment. It's the one we use to extract our value from the system each and every day. If you want to check it out, it's MOF, Molecular Future, on coinmarketcap.com. Collective valuation now from a standing start up to $10 billion plus. So success has been the hallmark of these two gentlemen's activities. They generate large daily revenue across 3 digital currency exchanges they own and have a financial interest in 40 others. But look at the ones they own, and we'll recap on this later. The BW Group, the Who Group, and CoinW are trading in excess or almost $1 billion a day. They have significant crypto mining revenue. Ryan Zhu is one of the top 4 digital currency miners in the world. Over $1 million a day in daily output from the BW mining concern, which Collinstar purchased, as I mentioned, now BW, the BI Wang Group for $100 million in 2017 for Ryan Zhu. So there is innovation, collaborations, credibility, and reputations front and center here. And the group of companies in 2016 launched Hcash, and this has been deemed by CSIRO, the Australian National Science Agency, as the blockchain protocol, the most efficient one in the world. This company is working with IBM and with the godfather of Monero, Dr. Joseph Liu, to develop quantum-resistant security features for when quantum computing is released. The university associations are here as well. Monash University, Shanghai Jiao Tong University, and Hong Kong Polytechnic University. In fact, Shanghai Jiaotong is the alma mater of Ryan Zhu. It's where he graduated many years ago as a nuclear engineer before the engineering of blockchain and his capabilities took his fancy and changed hundreds of thousands of lives. Now, we have government collaborations as well to bring blockchain services and education to the world. Here's a flavor of them. Sam Lee witnessing an MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding with the Australian Trade and Investment Commission, with the ambassador to Indonesia, and with Mr. Zoran Dikanovic, who is the SEC chairman in the beautiful Republic of Montenegro, signing an agreement with the Russian government-owned Bank of Foreign Economic Activity, signing an MOU with the Danish consulate to support Danish blockchain services, and sitting with the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, to bring and discuss blockchain services for that region. This is the foundation for a huge opportunity for everybody who's watching this presentation, an opportunity to profit with decentralized finance. Mass adoption is on the way. It's going to happen with or without our involvement. So do you want to help it along? Give it a little guiding hand and a little nudge in the right direction and profit along the way? Well, you can do so with Molecular Future, Hcash, and HYPERDAO as our inherent community currencies, digital currencies. That is, we have much more going on under this Hypertech umbrella. We introduced to you HyperFund Global, and that is the membership that's on offer if you consider to purchase a membership with us after this presentation. You will be getting access to a suite of blockchain-based business applications designed to improve and disrupt existing and profitable industries. Is there money in disruption? Is there value in disruption? Is there rewards in disruption? Look at some of the big disruptors and what they're worth today. The taxi industry, for sure, doesn't like Uber. Uber is a multi-billion-dollar company now because it disrupted that taxi industry. The cinema industry, for sure, doesn't like Netflix. But Netflix disrupted the cinema industry and is now worth multi-billions as well. So there is value to be had in disruption. And what about being ready for that value and ready for that disruption by having your own bank? Well, HyperBC is under the corporate umbrella of Hypertech, and banking and financial technology are to the fore here with HyperFin and HyperPay. HyperBC is a bank with over 1 million customers. HyperFin offers custodial services for your digital currency. For instance, Ryan and Sam and our CEO, Jaden Wee, will offer you 10% per annum if you stake or offer them custodial services of your Bitcoin, or 5.7% per annum if you do likewise with your USDT Tether. Now take a walk over the notional bridge back to the legacy world, away from the blockchain world, and find me a bricks and mortar legacy bank that will give you 5.7% per year for your paper US dollar, your fiat US dollar. They just don't exist anymore. Welcome to the world of blockchain. HyperPay is the company's, or the group of companies' digital wallet, the only one you'll ever need. And you can download that for free from wherever you get your apps, the Apple Store, or indeed the Google Android Store. So crypto storage, earning, and spending are the hallmarks of this community. And there's so much more going on. If you want to order your Visa or MasterCard, you can do it via HyperPay and get your HyperBC Visa or MasterCard. With the MasterCard, you can use it up to $10,000 per day. That's more than the Binance card, by the way. And Visa, what about this for tacit reference to the respect and stature in which Ryan and Sam are held, even in the legacy financial world? $50,000 a day withdrawal or spendability if you have the digital currency to match. That's the HyperBC Visa card. The fourth, one of the top 4 biggest miners in the world, of course, was inevitably going to get into mining and bring his community with him. And that has happened. We've had 10 successful rounds of offers for purchasing of terahash, which is the mining power, the computing power to mine Filecoin, F-I-L, if you want to check it out on coinmarketcap.com. So notionally, once again, you can stand shoulder to shoulder with one of the biggest miners in the world, Ryan Zhu, and mine your own Filecoin. Or if you want to go shopping, Mars Mall, named after the Martian, Ryan Zhu, also offers e-commerce and will rival the large online shopping concerns we all use and know and love. But this one, big difference, very, very digital currency friendly. So we're not looking for your hard-earned value to propagate this ecosystem. We're not purporting to have a bright and shiny toy. We need to crowdfund so that we can all get value down the line. So help us to use your value to build this out. It's already substantially built out. In fact, it's all built, and some of it just has yet to be released. And yet to be released is exchanges, communications, social media, and news. This will complete the ecosystem. Hyper News will be blockchain encrypted and accredited news, no more fake news. Hyper Talk will offer privacy heretofore unrealized by the existing social media channels. Blockchain encrypted, totally private communications. Hyper Show will rival the big video streaming services that are out there. And HBX will be yet another exchange fully owned under the Hypertech umbrella. So a very exciting suite of business applications that will help mass adoption and help us to be rewarded each and every day. So we invite you simply to be a part of this community. We need people now because we have the infrastructure built. But imagine your favorite drinks company with nobody consuming the drinks. They're not making any money without people. Imagine your favorite airline, and it's not so hard to do in these days of limited and restricted travel, not making any money when nobody's flying. Imagine your favorite social media channel with nobody interacting, or your favorite search engine with nobody searching. People is the key, or having people is the key to success here. Hyperfund Global are a 3-stage company. We're in stage 1. It's the customer acquisition phase. Build a membership-based blockchain community. That's the task that Ryan and Sam and Jaden have set us. We don't do this kind of thing. We're more concerned with what we do and in making money and investing heavily in the blockchain space and readying our set of companies for the tsunami of demand that's on the way. Let's leave the community building over to you guys. Whether you want to come on board as a passive member, as a passive but strategic member, or as an active member, there is something here for every ambition and every pocket. Our next phase will bring 30 million customers into the ecosystem. This will leverage the value of the ecosystem so much, it'll be a 4 to 5x leverage that Ryan and Sam will then aim to execute the world's biggest blockchain stock market IPO. This will all make news in the future, but right now we're in phase 1. Gather customers and build a membership-based blockchain community. So I hear you ask, what's in it for me? I also hear you ask, why do Ryan and Sam with their stellar success need little old me to help with their plans? Well, if you join the community, you join by purchasing a membership. The minimum is 300 USDT. That's a crypto, as I mentioned, tethered. It's called Tether to the US dollar. The maximum is anything you like. People join at 300, 500, and 1,000 USDT each and every day. They also join at 5, 6, even 7 figures. USDT is recognized as hyper unit or hyperfund unit HU on the platform, and every day you are rewarded with HU. So every single day, every member of the customer is rewarded with HU. And we have a fantastic offer on the table right now. It's been here for quite some time, and we really and honestly don't know how long more it's going to last. Passive rewards are given 7 days a week until your membership value is tripled. Now, remember that golf or sailing club and imagine them trying to give you back rewards to the value of your membership at 0.5% per day. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that in 200 days, the golf or sailing club would have given you all of your membership back. Now, where do they get the revenue streams to double your membership value or triple it? It doesn't happen in the legacy world. Once again, welcome to the blockchain world. A minimum of 0.5% per day rewards on your membership value. Let's say you start at the very lowest, 300 USDT. That means the company will give you back 900 units, 900 HU at 1.5 per day for 600 days until your membership value is tripled. I know you're saying, how do I extract my value from the system? I'm going to cover that in a few minutes' time. There's a very simple app that you can put on your phone, on your tablet, on your device, on your laptop, and you can track your progress and the rewards you get each and every day, even when you're on the move, wherever you have an internet signal. If you got 500 USDT, you get exactly the same percentage. If 1,000 USDT, you get exactly the same percentage, exactly the same multiplier. 1,000 will give you 3x, 3,000 back. This time it's going to be 5 units per day to achieve that 3,000 in 600 days. 10,000 will give you 30,000 units back at 50 per day. Now at 50 per day, that's an important market. That's where you can withdraw and do so much more inside the system. So a membership that shares in the Alliance's blockchain resources gives you features and benefits like no other. You'll receive a blockchain education. We're not going to send you to school. This comprehensive education, however, is in your back office. Whether you have a 300 HU membership or a 1 million HU membership, it's a democratized community. Everybody gets the same education designed to grow your knowledge and confidence in bite-sized chunks, cartoon form, mostly 30, 60, 90, and 120 seconds from beginner to advanced. This is surely worth many, many multiples of the lowest cost of membership. So that's there for each and every member. You'll also get exclusive access to blockchain projects. The company has great history in this area. Of course, history can't be a guarantee of the future, but 20 to 30% pre-market pricing has been the preserve. Past performance has seen up to, wait for it, 19,000% gains. And you'll see there some of the projects that Ryan, Sam, and Jaden have assisted to market. But most people are here to figure out how they're going to be rewarded, how to leverage their pending rewards. Well, the good news is every time you have 50 units, I said it was an important market inside the system, you can rebuy or you can withdraw. And every time you rebuy, of course, at 50 on the 3x promotion, the company will promise to give you back 150. So each 50 unit rebuy adds 150 units to your pending reward. So you can grow your pending rewards as high as you want over time through rebuys each time you receive 50 units. I don't like calling them units. I prefer to call them hyperfund units or HU. Big difference here between this and any other rewards mechanism or rewards plan on the planet is that whereas you might have a frequent flyer mileage ranking up or ramping up in your frequent flyer club, you can't really redeem it for hard value except for a discount, a better seat, or a discounted ticket. But here you can redeem and convert to digital currency and withdraw 24/7. You can redeem and withdraw your balances anytime you have over 50 units by exchanging to digital currency. And here's how it works. I mentioned we'd be speaking about Molecular Future in some detail. Well, here we go. In Hyperfund Global, you can redeem your rewards anytime you've got over 50 units. Exchange your Hyperfund units or HU to specified cryptocurrencies currencies on the Hyperfund platform at a minimum of 50. And as I mentioned, we extract our value each and every day through MOF. Check it out on coinmarketcap.com. It's Molecular Future. We then send this to established exchanges. At the moment, we're using WHO, OKEX, and Bittrex. Some work better in other geographies. Here in Europe, I think OKEX is by far the best, but that's just a personal opinion. And from there, you can convert or withdraw to fiat currency. You can send it to your HyperBC Visa card or convert to Bitcoin, Tether, Monero, Cardano, Ethereum, or whatever you wish. And don't forget, of course, there will be future projects as well when they become available. And we have been told by Ryan Zhu at a recent meeting in Dubai that community members will also have access to pre-IPO shares. So that could be very interesting as well. But due diligence is the order of the day. Would you want to be part of a group with this much strength and heritage in the marketplace? Would you be put off by a cursory glance through your local or favorite search engine that tells you this may not be good or it may be too good to be true? Well, we have the due diligence document to back up everything we're saying. Indirectly meet Ryan Zhu. Watch the Amazon Prime Video documentary. Even if you don't have that subscription service, we'll give you the URL to watch it. Look at the mining hubs. One of the 4 largest in the world. Look at the launch of Hyperfund. Watch Sam Lee on Sky News or watch him advising Imran Khan, the Prime Minister of Pakistan. More importantly, you can check out on businesswire.com the Conan Star acquisition for $100 million of the BI Wang Group in 2017. But let's run some numbers. And we've gone through these already, but to give some detail to them, the BW Group on the 11th of September, the exchange attached to Ryan Zhu's proprietary BW Group turned over 867 million. The WHO Exchange, 1.236 billion, and CoinW, 1.042 billion. Now, this is turnover from customers buying and selling, clients buying and selling. But assuming that these exchanges only make a few cents per transaction, and let's be honest, we all know they make more. That's millions of dollars per day from just 3 of their exchanges. There's no golf club or sailing club in the world would have that line of revenue stream. The BW Group is a very profitable entity in itself. So is HyperBC. What bank with over 1 million customers is not? The HyperPay app. All of these apps use micropayments when moving value around. That's a profit center. The Visa and MasterCard program. Which Visa and MasterCard program is unprofitable for any operator anywhere in the world? Another revenue stream. Hypermining. Do you think one of the top 4 digital currency miners in the world would be mining unprofitably? No, it's a very profitable entity for both Ryan Zhu and for his community. Mars Mal, once again, another profit center, very digital currency friendly. Molecular Future. You can check it out for yourself on MOF in coinmarketcap.com. Make it part of your due diligence. Look at these stellar rise in value that's been afforded to MOF because principally this growing community is giving it liquidity. We are helping our own projects and increasing the value of these projects. It's a cooperative movement, really, a very vibrant and dynamic community. But you can check it out for yourself. The evidence is there historically on coinmarketcap.com. All of these generate large, consistent daily revenue and profits. And that's how that 0.5% per day can be given very generously, but it can be given and is sustainable over the long term. So how do you get started? Well, it's an invitation only scenario. You register your membership using the link from your inviter or referrer. You deposit your USDT tether into your account. And that's the real clever reason why Ryan and Sam are using this onboarding, warm networking, referral recommendation system, if you like, to build their community. This is a system that was invented 100 years ago to gather new customers around newfangled metal pots and pans and kitchen soaps and detergent and make them loyal to those products and make them repeat customers of those products. That's simply what's happening here. If you don't have the knowledge, that's why the community is here, and that's why your upline and your invitation chain will be only too happy to help you. You purchase your membership at your own budget for your own ambition. We don't advocate any particular membership. They're available from anything from 300 upwards, 300 USDT that is, and any multiples of 300, 500, or 1,000. There is no upper limit. And the option then is to share to accelerate your rewards. We've touched on having a passive membership and allowing your membership to triple in value in HyperFund units over 600 days or 20 months. We've touched on the possibility of the strategic element of membership by rebuying every time you have 50 HU, and you can do your own maths on that. But the more you buy, of course, the faster you cycle to 50. So that has power in itself, but that's up to you to check that out. Now, the option, and it is completely optional. There is no compunction. There is no mandatory element here, but Ryan and Sam are in the business of building a community. If you want to assist them to build a community and you want to exercise that option, you can share this business to accelerate your rewards. So if 600 days isn't fast enough for you, and if multiple rebuying doesn't open up enough possibilities for you, then you can share the opportunity to accelerate your rewards. And here we come to our income disclaimer. This is a wonderful opportunity that we are striving to protect each and every day, and only to put forth the correct information. We make every effort to ensure that we accurately represent the HyperFund membership benefits, and the HyperFund referral rewards plan called HyperDrive, and their potential for income. The HyperDrive part of HyperFund accelerates accumulation of HU as a result of a member sharing the HyperFund opportunity and new members subsequently receiving rewards via HyperFund. There are no guarantees regarding income or rewards from the HyperFund opportunity. The basic HyperFund rewards plan offers members an anticipated daily reward based on the value of membership purchased, but is on a best efforts basis and subject to change at any time. Any description of potential rewards made in this presentation can only describe the HyperFund plan itself. The HyperFund service agreement and regulatory requirements include the specific prohibition against members or presenters making any income claims whatsoever. As such, may be considered enticement. The examples used may show exceptional results, which do not apply to the average member and are not intended to represent or guarantee that anyone will achieve the same or similar results. Income or rewards or rank levels and achievements are dependent upon individual members' business skills, personal ambition, time, commitment, expertise, activity, and demographic factors. As with any business, your results may vary. The use of our information, products, and services should be based on your own due diligence, and you agree that our company is not liable for any success or failure of your business that is directly or indirectly related to the purchase and use of our membership, information, referral plan, products, or services. So now back to the reality of the simplicity of sharing this story. 100% of our members earn rewards 7 days a week, bar none, 100%. That's an easy story to share. And we love sharing great experiences. And to be fair, it's the only skill you need if you want to succeed in increasing the level of rewards you get from this opportunity. The art of invitation is the only one you need to master. Invite people to opportunity meetings such as this. Don't try to do all the explanation yourselves. In a way, it's advanced citizenship, but why not let these presentations do the heavy lifting for you? We have approved presentations, we do the disclaimers, and we put forward the information properly. That's all you need to do, is invite your potential new community members along to see this information. And if you do, Ryan and Sam have put 3 accelerated rewards in place for us. The first is a community reward. It's released daily. Can I hasten to add, there is no commission, there is no upfront financial carrot, there is no element or scintilla of anybody's value that enters this system distributed to anyone else. Okay, this is not your traditional commission-based referral opportunity. This is an accelerated daily reward to potentially 20 levels deep. Basically, if your community is getting rewarded, you're entitled to a percentage of that reward, and that will accelerate the company's promise to triple whatever memberships you have in play. So refer 20 to unlock 20 is the secret here. And if you think 20, oh, that's very scary, you can refer 1, 2, 3, or 4 over the course of time. There is no pressure, no sales targets, no sales pressure. Everybody has their own ambitions. Everybody has their own different sets of time and scope. And this is an opportunity that works for everybody. If you have a little consistency at all, you will achieve greater rewards. Refer your first person, you'll unlock level 1, which is a 20% accelerated daily reward on your new members' rewards. Refer to your second, you'll unlock level 2. Let's assume for the upcoming demonstration, that's really all you've done. You have referred 2 people, and we'll have a look at a demonstration on that. But all the way to 20, if you want to, in time, refer 20 people, then you'll take every generous scintilla of a percentage of reward off the table. But imagine generating accelerated rewards from the rewards received by dozens or hundreds or even thousands of members in your community. Here's an example. Let's say you started with a 1,000 HU membership. The company will immediately declare they owe you back 3,000, and that will happen at 0.5 of 1% per day, which is 5 HU. 1% of your membership is 10. A half of 1% is 5. So 5 HU per day will accrue into your rewards wallet. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that in 10 days, you will have 50 HU. What can you do with 50 HU? Once again, you can withdraw or you can rebuy. The choice is always yours. Now look what happens if you use that invitation to bring John to a meeting such as this, and John joins at a 1,000 HU membership. This releases 3,000 HU to John. He gets the same, everybody gets treated the same. But this has an effect on accelerating the promised rewards the company made to you, your 3,000 on the top right-hand side. You receive 20% accelerated rewards, not on John's membership, but on his rewards. 20% of 3,000 is 600 HU. This is not an upfront commission. It wouldn't make any business sense for you to bring somebody in for 1,000 HU and to get 600. This is fed to you over the course of John's membership. That's 1 HU per day. Very sustainable considering the abilities of our owners and founders in this marketplace. So now you've accelerated your rewards and you can receive 50 HU back nearly every 8 days, 8 and a bit, instead of every 10. Now, remember, you had 2 people referred. That means level 2 is open to you. 15% is on the table. So for instance, anybody John refers would be on your level 2. He's level 1. Anyone he refers, for instance, Mary, will be on your level 2. What does John get? His just rewards. Everybody gets their just rewards in this community. But you're entitled to level 2 rewards, which is 15%. So you'll get 15%. Mary joining for 10,000 HU to release 30,000 HU. John gets his 20%, but you get 15% of that 30,000 HU as they are released on a day-by-day basis. That's 4,500 HU or 7.5 HU per day. What sort of acceleration effect has this on your promised tripling of your membership value? You're accelerating that tripling now because you're receiving your 50 HU back every 4 days. This really opens up your withdrawal or your strategic rebuy opportunities. You can do whatever you wish every time you have that 50 HU, but it's getting faster as your community grows. Most exciting thing is that this can go down to 20 levels of referrals. Then comes the VIP reward. I won't go into it in too much detail. Just for the purpose of calculation, your strongest team is discounted for calculating this reward, but all of your weaker teams, their sales membership volume is counted. So at 50,000, you'll get a 1% extra acceleration of rewards to infinity. This is the career ranking plan that brings you all the way to 5-star. And at 5-star, you'll have 5 million HU in membership in your combined weaker legs. You'll have one other stronger leg. And of course, you're getting up to 20 levels deep on all of the legs at all times. But at 5-star, you'll have 5 million HU. That means 0.5% of that, or 25,000 HU, is being distributed as rewards into your community each and every day. So you'll get up to 12% of this, or up to 3,000 HU per day. We say up to because this is a lifetime cumulative turnover coded out bonus. That might sound scary, but in fact, it's sustainable, very transparent, and very fair. Lifetime cumulative turnover means there is exactly what I mentioned: no sales targets, no resetting, no flushing back to zero, no new pressure at the start of a new month. This is waiting for you at your speed, and once you attain a rank, the company will deem you to have achieved that rank. You'll hold it for life. So at 5-star, you're going to have 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars in your business. Everybody gets. They're just rewards. The 4-star on a daily basis will get their 4% override of accelerated rewards to infinity. You get the difference of 8. 2-star gets 6 and you get 6. 3-star gets 8 and you get 4. And the 4-star gets 10 and you get 2. So this bonus pays out in its total 12%. That's what the coded out means. But it's transparent, it's fair, and can be very, very rewarding. And as you progress through this plan and you hit the middle part of the plan, which is VIP 2-star, then you'll be joining the Global Rewards Club. And the 4th of every month is the day marked in the calendar for this. 4% of all company sales are divided amongst those who qualify for the VIP bonus. That's our presentation. In synopsis, we've invited you to join the next evolution of blockchain. Just a couple of points. I don't think there's been a better time to propagate a home-based business around the world with the extended travel restrictions that are on. There are people who have built huge, huge rewards from this business without ever having to rent a hotel meeting room. I don't think there's ever been a more generous offer on the table, and a company will 3x your membership. I don't think there's ever been something more sustainable. The company honors its debts to its community each and every day. If you withdraw today, invariably, just depending on time difference, you will have your rewards tomorrow. So this is a unique opportunity to take hold and control of your future in a rewarding fashion, in a vibrant and dynamic community. But most of all, do you think that Ryan and Sam are setting this up to make off with your value, be that 300, 500, 1,000 USDT, or even 1 million USDT? Their reputations front and center, their associations, even looking at Ryan's current associations with the royal families of the United Arab Emirates. That's in our due diligence document too. So you should look for the due diligence document from whoever invited you to this call. And that is your point of contact. Your inviter or your sponsor will be responsible for assisting your success in this business. But for now, we'd love to invite you on board. We'd love to have you as a member of this dynamic, exciting, and friendly community in what's rapidly becoming one of the largest families in the world. I thank you for your attention and for your attendance here. I hope I've done the opportunity justice, and I'll hand you back to our host.